lost in the void after my portal fractured. When the opportunity to enter a place of forbidden knowledge was snatched from me, the frustration was nearly overwhelming. Oh, well. Tell me what you saw inside the memory, Proxy. Ah, the event that began this cavalcade of fate. Of course, such drastic measures must have been taken for good reason. The one who knows keeps referring to the unraveling of reality if we fail in our efforts. What else did you experience? With that level of power, Torvasad is clearly more than your average Dremora. Much more. Does that mean the secret has been remembered? Have we failed? Shall reality begin unraveling all around us? Then only some of the lost memory has been restored. The most dangerous portion of the secret must still be hidden. Very well. If you plan to honor your contract and still want to help save Apocrypha and Nirn, I shall assist you as best I can. I would have it no other way, Proxy. We followed Hermaeus Mora's enemies from one end of Apocrypha to the other, and we learned what they seek. You have done well, and the one who knows wants to reward your efforts. Take this. Then we shall see. What you described. How could Torvasad change a memory of Hermaeus Mora? How could he alter what happened so long ago? Such a power should not exist. This sensation, bafflement, I do not care for it. Torvasad has allies as well. Master Shell Rennie, Vermina and Periite, Blightcrown and the hidden kindred cultists. They seek to restore memories stolen from them by Hermaeus Mora. And from what you saw, Torvasad has started the restoration process. Yes, most puzzling. Torvasad's next step must involve the right Master Shell Rennie seeks to draw from Meln's Black Book. Return to Necrom and find Curate Gadain. See what Shell Rennie is up to. Meanwhile, I have other inquiries I wish to explore. Remember, as long as Shell Rennie possesses the Black Book, she can complete her rite. If they fully unlock this forgotten secret, multiple realms are doomed. I shall meet you at the bookshop in Necrom after I complete my investigations. Torvasad and Blightcrown could be anywhere, but Master Shell Rennie has roots in the Telvanni Peninsula. If anyone can help you navigate the complexities of the Dunmer Great Houses, it is Curate Gadain. Investigating Shell Rennie is our best option. Perhaps. That is one of the possibilities I plan to explore. However, Torvasad demonstrated powers unheard of for a typical Dremora. He may have other abilities. I need to proceed with caution. And Blightcrown serves Periite, another obstacle. A cult composed of followers of Vermina and Periite, princes that usually work against each other, may be easier to uncover. I shall see what I can learn from my contacts among Hermaeus Mora's faithful. We will succeed, Proxy. We have to. Blightcrown and Shelrenny concocted the dream affliction with the help of Vermina and Periite. It allowed them to avoid detection by shifting into alternate layers of reality. It even affected Mora's guardians. And we know they plan to improve it. If they can perfect their formula, what better way to steal the most dangerous secret in Apocrypha than from under the gaze of the one who knows? But if we can stop Master Shelrenny and they cannot find the secret they seek, it shall not matter. This portal will return you to Necron.
Master Shelrenny murdered me to avoid the scrutiny of the Assembly of Masters. What else might she do to further her ambitions?
Looking for a harvester with some guts.
How dare you, Kermit? Your mother wanted a better future for you.
My Rancher told her fortune. You really believe that?
She believed it. Why can't you see?
See what? That following conviction. She got my uncle killed.
No, it's wrong. It's all wrong. Go back and do it again.
I apologize, Lord Seth. Please forgive my stupidity. I shall correct the survey at once.
I hope you will for your sake. Next time you bring your living god a radial survey, you better make sure it's accurate.
You're Lord Fear's newest steward, huh? Could we talk later? If I don't finish this lamp inventory, Gascon will feed me to the fabricants. Yeah, Gascon must know how much I love doing paperwork. A few days ago, Sotha Seal ordered us to rip out all the lamps in here and replace them with less efficient ones. What kind of sense does that make? Who wants weaker lamps? A bunch of factotums loaded them onto a dolly and dumped them somewhere in the mechanical fundament. Hey, I know that look. If you're looking to poach a free lamp, don't bother. Gascon made us slag them all. And that's not even the worst part. Half the old switches don't work with the new lamp, so we've had to manufacture new switches, and half the time the switches get installed backwards, which means we have to do it all over again. Even the factotums don't know what they're doing. And don't even get me started on the lamp assembly. Sotha Seal could have turned the fabricators to make the new lamps with a flick of his finger, but he demanded that we do it instead. Do you have any idea how complex the fabricators are?
Dreaming.
So you're de Vayfir's new auxiliary, eh?
Tough luck, friend. I've heard he's an insufferable bastard, but at least he's not Sotha Seal. Better to be turned into a guar than to serve the clockwork god. Not anymore. In the old days, sure, he was easy to please because he was never around. These days, he changes his mind about something every night. Constant meetings, new dictums daily, adjustments to factotum patrols. It's a nightmare. Trust me, this is unprecedented. I'm afraid something's wrong with his enhancements. Like he's having trouble regulating. He's a different person, I swear. Don't tell anyone I said this, especially Gascon. Blasphemy doesn't go over well nowadays. Yes, speaking ill of a god never turns out well. In the old days, he'd take it in stride. Commit your small blasphemies, he'd say. The fire of doubt turns ignorance to steam, but not anymore. This place is becoming more like Mournhold every day. Right. I'm sure you have plenty of work to do for Lord Fear. He's back a few days and already burying you in paperwork, no doubt. Take care of yourself, friend.
So you're the one Devaith tapped to be his aide in the Brass Fortress. Sorry to hear that. Provost Varuni's ancestors hail from House Telvanni, just like Lord Fear. But honestly, they couldn't be more different. Not as bad as you might expect. She's young, youth comes with impatience, but I've never felt unfairly judged, and she's generous with her praise. Honestly, if I had the choice between serving Varuni or Sotha Seal, I'd take Varuni every time. Now more than ever. I don't pretend to understand his motives, but he's never been so demanding. One example? He insists that we turn all the lights down before he enters a room. Do you have any idea how difficult that is? It's maddening! Huh! Flipping switches. That's rich. Each lamp has its own switch, and some lamps have multiple switches. And if that isn't bad enough, some switches control multiple lamps. He's a god, I know, but it shouldn't take a genius to turn on the lights. Don't even get me started. Varuni might demand some obscure tome in the middle of the night or chide someone for leaving oil on the floor, but that's the worst of it. Sotha Seal exiled an auxiliary last week because she forgot to switch off a lamp. Right, don't let me keep you. I can't imagine how demanding Devaith Fear must be. Better you than me, that's for sure. Keep your nose to the cogs and you'll be fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to flip 24 switches again.
Were you treated well by the menials? I assume they battered you with complaints. What have you learned? Yes, well, I could have told you that. That's why I sent you here after all. What kinds of demands? Be specific. The lamps in the locutorium, yes? The large assembly room over there? The auxiliaries and factotums have been laboring in there day and night ever since we arrived. Curious. What could lights have to do with this? Well, there's only one way to find out. Impressive. I assumed I'd have to explain it to you. Of course, this requires a functional lamp. I assume he ordered them destroyed. Speak to that high elf of yours, Neramo. The dark elf as well. We need one of these lamps repaired and operable.
I hope to see you again, Assistant. Pray tell, what did de Fear have to say? I fear that he and I might have gotten off to a poor start. Did he ask about me? Any mention of my many exploits? Raynor? Surely this is something I can handle myself. Impressing de Fear could greatly increase my standing in the Dwemerich scholarly community. Tell me, what does Lord Fear ask of me? Us? He just wants us to build a lamp? What an odd request. No matter. I would be happy to offer my ample expertise, provided you let de Fear know that I did so. First things first. I need to study one of the lamps we're supposed to recreate. Some kind of tubular housing. Probably meant to protect a glass interior? Difficult to say. A complex filament of some kind. The weaving on this fiber, it must be machine-made. I should be taking notes. Some kind of compressor. For funneling a gas, perhaps? Interesting. Look at the apertures on this. It must be some kind of modulator that changes the nature of the light. Fascinating. Compressors, filaments, housings, modulators. Yes! I think I understand what these discarded lights have in common. Unlike the other lamps, these compress some kind of geodic gas into metal tubes, then modulate the light to create another kind of illumination that mortal eyes cannot see. Invisible light! Remarkable! The potential applications are limitless. Yes, with Raynor's assistance, I believe we can recreate this lamp without much difficulty. Of course, you'll need to procure the requisite parts. These are all broken beyond repair. What do you plan to do with this light, exactly? You plan to do what? Oh dear. Well, this seems like a terrible idea, but I shall rely upon you and Lord Fear to protect me. Here's a list of the components I'll need. Once you've acquired them, meet me in the Hall of Refined Techniques. Good luck.
This is a great area for harvesting.
That's the last of them.
What do you think you'll make with that?
Keep moving!
That should come in handy.
Come and take us! Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse. That's it. Are you hurt?
This is a great area for harvesting.
Now there's the look of someone on the hunt for something specific. You've come to the right place, friend. I've got a bit of everything. What can I get you? As a matter of fact, I acquired some of those just a few days ago. Apparently, someone's tossing out the old lighting to make way for the new. They're not easy to come by anymore, though. What's your offer? Varuni Arvel? Well, that changes everything. Any friend of Varuni's is a friend of mine. Why don't you take this tube on the house? Just let Varuni know how helpful I was, all right? And that I'm pretty good looking. Well spoken, too. Deal?
Ah, you've returned. Excellent. Raynor and I have cobbled together a serviceable frame for the lamp. All we need now are the components I sent you to acquire. Were you successful? Wonderful! I'm confident this lamp will conform to the exact specifications of the lamps they removed, provided Raynor didn't make any miscalculations. So, would this be the time to inform Devaith Fear of our success? Or mine, specifically? Excellent, excellent! No need to return here, of course. Kirith should be back straight away, and I'll have her run the completed lamp over to the locutorium as soon as it's ready. See you soon, assistant.
Ah, I was beginning to worry. Not about you, of course. These apostles have been circling me like cliff racers. Looking for an autograph, no doubt. So tiresome. I take it you were successful in learning about these lights and constructing a new one? Well done. I assume you discovered the special property of these lamps. Why does my dear friend Seal go to such lengths to avoid them? Invisible light. Fascinating. To help with factotum navigation, perhaps? Huh, no matter. Further inquiry must wait. Now is the time for action. I will request a congressional assembly. Plant your lamp on the balcony above, then return to me.
Did you say something about putting the lamp on the balcony? We might have a problem. Raynor and that annoying high elf finished your lamp, but there's a problem. On the way here, I overheard an aide complaining about some new security measures Sotha Seal put in place. Looks like the balcony is under heavy guard now. Looks that way, unless you want blood on your hands, of course. But that might complicate our sponsorship a smidge, yeah? Just be quick and quiet, like me. You'll be fine. Here's the lamp, good luck.
I convinced Sotha Seal that the Congress requires yet another lecture on the sanctity of clockwork automata. He eagerly agreed. Seemed almost giddy about it. It was unsettling. Is all in readiness? Good. Seal's lecture should begin any moment now. Stand ready to activate the lamp. I'm reasonably certain that something will happen, but the specifics elude me. I guess this is what uncertainty feels like. What a novel change of pace.
Serve as an extension of my divine will. Accost them, and you accost me. In the past, I have encouraged the child's curiosity and accepted minor blasphemies. But my generosity...
What is that? What's happening?
After him! Someone seize that imposter!
Clockwork God, you will kneel before me. Kneel! Curse you, outsider. I will return.
I haven't the time to discuss this, Varuni. Wittingly
Well,
or unwittingly, Lord
that was
Set no longer
enlightening.
serves the people of Clockwork.
To think I've been speaking to Sotha Seal's shadow all this time. It seems so lifelike. Far more advanced than my own, I'm sorry to say. Fascinating. It really is too bad we'll all be dead soon.
Make whatever statement you
Well, I
like.
don't mean to alarm you, but I will be frank. If an impostor sits upon the throne aligned and learns how to wield the power of this place, a cataclysm will follow. We may yet discover a way to avert this disaster, but the chances are slim. Stay with Varuni. With Sotha Seal exposed as an impostor, the Congress will fall into turmoil. In such chaos, dark truths always float to the surface. Pray they do so quickly. I have other inquiries to make. Stay vigilant. We will meet again soon.
My dear Lord Set, what happened to you? I can scarcely believe what we just witnessed. How could this happen? How could a shadow masquerade as Lord Set? The Father of Mysteries would never let such a thing happen. There must be another explanation. Fear, of course. Always the iconoclast. I'll bet he's snickering at us even now. It doesn't matter. I appreciate your diligence. This has been a profoundly upsetting ordeal, but we must move forward. We must find the real Lord Set. Yes, he was acting strangely, wasn't he? He always chafed under Lord Set's rule. Now he finally has a pretext to seize control, and he slinks away like a broken basilisk. Curious. Too curious. The real Lord Set will aid us eventually, I know it. In the meantime, we must do for ourselves. Thank you for everything you've done. It appears we'll have to do a lot more before this is through. Classic Gascon. Fleeing to his chambers when things go poorly. I'm sure that news of Lord Set's condition has already made it to the streets.
We have to move quickly to prevent a panic. Try to talk to Gascoigne. He clearly doesn't care what I have to say, but he might listen to an exodromal. You remain, a novelty. No offense. We can't assemble the Congress without the Chancellor. Check his rectory in the west wing of the Basilica. He hides in there sometimes to nurse a bruised ego or write passive-aggressive memoranda. I'll try to settle the Apostle's nerves. Honestly, my nerves could use some settling. Don't let Gascoigne wriggle out of this. He has a duty and an obligation. As do I. What? Yes. Yes, I'll be fine. This makes no sense. I don't understand how a shadow could take Lord Set's place. Maybe this is some sort of test. But why test us? The Clockwork Apostles haven't strayed. We build and pray and experiment just as the holy texts dictate. Compromised? You make it sound as if Lord Set suffers some kind of defect, like a crimped duct or a stripped bolt or something. We're talking about a divine being. Gods can't be compromised. They exist without flaws. Right? Do you know what the sermons say? Complexity belies the truth. The world rests on simple principles. Set is the truth and the light. Understand the simple, and you understand the obscure. I do appreciate your candor. Let's pick this up again later.